To fully understand this video, you must first see the ones that I have previously published. I define that as stress, the mental disorder resulting from the obligation to carry out exhausting efforts, which may be bodily or mental. In addition, it is observed that it is generated on the basis of the realization of behaviors do not produce in themselves any class of perception of any form of approval. In fact, the person who is forced to do exhausting and often routine work because he had to feed his family, whose accomplishment does not give him any kind of pleasure, cannot be considered happy when he concretes it. In addition, it is not that if the realization of an overwhelming effort or the perception of a feeling of anxiety becomes too intense, it ends up provoking a moment of stress in the person who suffers it. But when this class of work or perception is concretized, frequently it ends up provoking in the person who realizes it a real state of stress. Many current human beings find themselves obliged to perform an exhausting work, which does not bring them in itself a class of satisfaction to sustain their lives and often those of their family. To fulfill it for years, they will often end up suffering a state of almost permanent stress. Just as a pupil can be subjected to the pressure of his environment and be forced to spend hours, days, months, and years studying without the security of being able to obtain the diploma that he requires, for which he can undergo a real and continuous state of stress throughout this learning. Also, a person who has to endure or threat for a very long time may end up feeling stressed. This example shows that the state of stress is acquired on the basis of the obligation to concretize or to feed during a long period of behavior which imply the execution of a physical effort and or mental, which does not cause in itself a perception of a sensation of pleasure. Also, the result of these efforts can sometimes cause it. Also, it systematically provokes the capture on its part of lassitude. In this occasion, it must be taken into account that as each human being has unique and particular mental and physical characteristics which distinguish him from those of others. The effort he can provide are distinct in intensity and quantity of those that can realize this. From this, it is understood that there can be significant differences between the intensity of the stress he can feel and those of the one that can be experienced by other human beings who find themselves in the same condition. To understand how the acquisition of the state of stress takes place, it is necessary to know that when an excess of repetition of an effort occurs during a state of wakefulness, succeeds the exhaustion of the person. For this reason, it is understood that in order to be able to exert a prolonged effort, the body and brain of the person must generate the hormones that allow it, adrenaline and noradrenaline. In this case, we observe that these hormones, which act on glucose metabolism, facilitate the use of fat as an energy source and causes increased blood flow. The continuous production of this hormone, among other negative effects, concern not only the organs that generated them, but also the heart and other organs, because they cause their hyperactivation. In addition, it is found that the perception of the feeling of fatigue, to which is added to the corresponding to the capture on the part of the specific neuron, which concerns them, of the constant and consequently excessive presence of these hormones in the circulatory system of the person, corresponds to what I call the feeling of stress. That is to say, when this production very often follows, this implies that the endocrine and brain areas that generate at them get used to produce them in greater quantity than if these stressful behaviors would not have been them and executed repetitively. When this production repeats itself for a very long time, it ends up becoming permanent and cause the state of stress. Therefore, it is noted that, as in the case of addiction, this disorder is fundamentally based on an excess of hormonal secretion. To activate energy development at the neuronal level, adrenaline and noradrenaline intensify the sensation perceived by humans and optimize them. As a result of this, it is understood that the character of those who suffer from a state of permanent stress is directly concerned by this optimization. Hence, changes in the mood become intense and often occur very mundane. For that, their jokes and sorrows are perceived as being abrupt and intense. Also, as a general rule, as the metabolism of nutrients is accelerated because of the same intensification of energy production at the neuronal level. This causes an excessive production of waste and toxins, which are perceived at the conscious level as a degree of high fatigue, which can be captured almost permanently during the working state. As a result, the person who is constantly suffering from pain and chronic fatigue. For the same reason, when the elaboration of these hormones is constant and continuous, the stressed person, in view that his hormonal equilibrium is very high, accustomed himself not to perceive the small change that may succeed in this equilibrium. For this reason, he can perceive only very strong sensation. To be able to give food and to educate correct children is always satisfying. Independently of this, it must be noted that to be forced to carry out repetitively an exhausting task, which does not entail itself any pleasure, to succeed in raising them adequately does not imply any class of pleasure in itself. Also, getting the desired degree can be very enjoyable. Also, it should be remembered that the long hour of study that the campuses have, without being certain of being able to obtain it, represent for many a student unsatisfactory. Also, feeling the hand of the perception of a threat or a situation difficult to solve can cause a noticeable relief. Therefore, it is understood that the observation of the result of the execution of a prolonged intellectual or bodily effort, or both, sometimes gives rise to a moment of pleasure, something that does not concern the stress itself, which must be undergone to get there, but is a consequence of what causes it. Thanks to the fact that stress is generated as a result of the execution of efforts, it is understandable that in order to cancel it out, the human being who suffers from it must rest the necessary time. After having finished performing them, too, they can recover the state of equilibrium of the substance which have been part of the cephalorachidine liquid, which they previously held as this execution. What succeeds on the basis that the excess of production of the hormones which cause it is compensated by the elaboration of those which make it possible to control them. Indeed, the excess production of these hormones, adrenaline and noradrenaline, is detected by the neurons of the paraventricular nucleus of the hypothalamus. When this happens, the development of the physiological fact that causes the secretion of the substance that controls them is activated in them. This happens indirectly in humans depending on the secretion of a peptide called the corticotropin release factor that stimulate adenohypophysis to secrete the hormone adenocorticotropin, which control adrenaline and noradrenaline. In this case, it is observed that when the stress-generating behavior such as the study of a career is done in a personal way, the person concerned can take some rest, which when their duration and frequency are adequate, allow it to properly rest the effort that the execution of this behavior causes, something that makes it possible to understand that when the state of stress is caused by the realization of effort made intentionally and solely dependent on the desire of the human being who concretizes them. It can therefore not execute them, moderate them, or compensate them with rest according to one's own will. On this occasion, it must be taken into account that the sensation of circulation is the production of endorphin, which themselves constitute veritable generators of the physical system. Therefore, it is important to try to find the best form of fun during rest periods that can be enjoyed after the execution of stressful effort. But sometimes, when it depends on an inevitable long and continuous obligation, such as doing a job, it is almost impossible to relax properly, so that the addiction to the overproduction of hormones, which causes stress, implies that they are produced in excess even during resting state. For this, during this person feels nervous and under tension. That is to say that the excess of energy that is neurons and endocrine during its state of rest causes in him a state of excitation to does not allow him to rest properly. In this case, where it cannot avoid the development and continuation of this state of stress, it ends up depleting the physiological system of the person as well as the organs that do not participate directly in this system but are affected by that, like the heart and the kidneys, that it hyperactive to fight decades, that ends up causing his premature death because of the acceleration of aging of these organs that provokes. This video was filmed on the basis of my work Altération de la conscience, Alteration of consciousness, which is based on my other work, Le fonctionnement du cerveau, The functioning of the brain, which as well as the first was published by Amazon.com Books, in which summarize the research and discoveries I have made and shown on the phenomenon that after the functioning of the human brain.